Do 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 do. Hey. Do 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 do. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, KocoSports.com proudly presents Wrestle AM. It's half wrestling show, half morning show, pretty much all BS. And of course, you got Boom Boom here, sexiest man on all internet wrestling radio here, going solo. Dave Coco under the weather, so Boom Boom here filling in. Had no other co-host to speak of, so you know what? We're just going to go solo. We're going to see what happens. So let's see here. We're going to get to some breaking news. This happened overnight. The Young Bucks announced that, for the sake of this conversation, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix are all in. That's right. They're going to appear in Chicago in the Sears Center September 1st. It was announced last night. Now, I know that on the independent circuits that they are known as, like, it's Penta, Zero M, and Rey Phoenix. But either way around, the Lucha Brothers, whatever you want to call them, they're going to be all in. It's going to be fucking amazing. I can't wait for it. Let's see what else going on here. Other news, New Japan Cup Finals. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi in the finals, paving the way for his title shot here. If you didn't check out the New Japan Cup, I would suggest you go ahead and do that. For those of you who may be a little new to it, maybe skeptical, but maybe I'm just repeating myself here for all your hardcore fans. It's a 16-man tournament that's done every spring. It's a single elimination tournament, and the winner can challenge for one of three singles championships: the Never Openweight Championship, the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, or the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Zack Sabre Jr. made it clear early on, if he won, he was going to challenge for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. He absolutely chewed through the competition. He got some big wins. He got a big first-round win over Naito. I think he won virtually every match by submission. And, of course, coming up on Friday, March the 30th, Sakura Genesis. Sakura Genesis. There's the road. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, there's the one here. So it's Sakura Genesis. He will have a IWGP Heavyweight Championship match. I don't disagree with this move. I think it was a rather good move by New Japan. It's somebody that Okada has not faced before. It's a different style. That's the thing about having the champion is it's kind of like I always compare it to something like an old west, like a gunslinger. There's a guy, he's the fastest draw. Well, there's somebody comes out, says, well, I'm faster, and then it's a different type of gunslinger. Maybe one guy's got a 6-shooter, another guy's got 2 6-shooters. A guy's coming out with a rifle. It's just, what do you have? And so I like it. It's kind of like the Batman villain of the week. Ooh, that's a reference back to the 60s. So I like that. Part of me kind of wanted to see Tanahashi win. And I guess maybe that was the way that they booked him, and they did that, because the reason I say that is because Tanahashi has the record. The only record he has left now is for most consecutive title defenses at 11 right now. Okada is at 10. And I was thinking, maybe it would be something kind of cool that, Tanahashi's defending his last record that he holds. And I think either way around, you couldn't lose. So good move. Speaking of New Japan, this weekend, Sunday, March the 25th at the Long Beach Walter Pyramid. By the way, found out Wrestling Renton's going to be there. Shout out to him. Take pictures, motherfucker. You've got, let's see. You know what? Let's just go ahead and run down the card here. I could do a quick pay-per-view profits. Let's see here. You got 9 matches. It starts at 8 o'clock Eastern time. AXS or AXS TV is going to have it. I'm hoping maybe there's something alternative commentary, because last time that Jim Ross and Josh Barnett did commentary on the show, I was not impressed. I did not like it. In fact, I put out, I sent a tweet to Kevin Kelly. I was like, I sent a tweet out to New Japan. I was like, is there a way we can get alternative English commentary? Because I really love this team of Kevin Kelly and Don Callis. They put everybody over. They really talk about the psychology. This is why this guy's doing this. This is why this is a smart move. This is why this is not a smart move. Well, this is what I would do if, when I was in the ring and, when I was doing this. It's like, oh, look at this. He talked about this earlier, talked to this about me earlier in the day. Whereas with Jim Ross and Josh Barnett, it's, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, here's an obscure wrestler from the 1970s I'm going to throw out there. Here's a little colloquialism, just fucking, just fucking kill time, fuck it, fuck them. And, the Young Bucks called them out fucking last year. I'm hoping maybe after that incident, they'll take it a little bit more seriously, do their homework, because taped JR and Barnett are okay, but live they were fucking horrible. But you know what? Let's go. Let's get into it here, the meat of it. First match here, it's a 6-man tag. You've got SoCal Uncensored. That's Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky. They're taking on Roppongi 3K. That's Show, Yo, and Rocky. Cue the music right there. No, I think it's either Rocky Romero's going to eat the pin for Roppongi 3K, or Roppongi 3K is going to get the clean win here, because they need a win. They need some momentum going, because they're trying to build back up their credibility, challenging for the IWGP junior heavyweight tag team titles. Or, I could see maybe even SoCal Uncensored, because they are in Southern California, big workout. But I think I'm going to go Roppongi 3K. You guys down here in the comment section, let me know who you think's going to win. Next match, we got a tag team match. We have Finn Juice, at least that's what I'm calling the tag team, of David Finlay and Juice Robinson taking on Geto and Hiroki Goto. In the show that they did, the finals to the New Japan Cup, Juice Robinson actually pinned Hiroki Goto clean with the Pulp Friction. He's in line right now for never open Hiroki Goto, the never open weight champion. Juice Robinson obviously now looking like he's in the contention for that championship. Now, Robinson, like in his post-match comment, said, "I'm not challenging you, but I'm throwing it out there. I mean, this is a possibility. I'm just kind of putting that out there on the table." I'm going to go with Finlay and Robinson, Geto eating the pin. I think they're going to build this up. I think this is going to be a title match coming up at Sakura Genesis. Good way to build that up. I think Goto will ultimately hang on to this championship. But it's good to see Robinson, man. He did great in the New Japan Cup. He made it to the semifinals. He lost out to finalist Hiroshi Tanahashi. He had a good match against Yujiro Takahashi. He pulled off what I would consider a big upset against Michael Elgin. He's looking better and better. He won my Most Improved award from the Triforce Awards this past year. And it's good to see. And you can see why he's done just absolutely amazing. I'm actually kind of hoping Finlay and Juice Robinson become a permanent tag team for right now, because I feel like New Japan is kind of struggling right now in the tag division, both tag divisions actually. And I just think just throwing another team in there would actually help out. Next match, another traditional tag team match. You've got Chaos here. It's represented by Chucky T and Taro Yano taking on Killer Elite Squad. That's Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Lance Archer. And this wrestling rant said there's going to be a ton of water spit everywhere, because Taro Yano likes to spit water. Lance Archer, his thing is he spits 3 or 4 bottles of water on the way to the ring. I think I'm going to go with the bad guys on this one, because fuck it, why not? This next match here, this one's going to be fucking Bullet Club versus Bullet Club. I'm interested to see how this plays out. You got Bullet Club. You got the Tongans here, Tonga Lola and Tama Tonga taking on Marty Scurll and Cody. I really want to see how this plays out, because right now Bullet Club is completely fractured into three camps. You got Team Kenny, Team Cody, and the Tongans. I'm thinking, God, there's million different ways. I just want to see how this plays out. I like both these teams. I especially like the idea of Tama Tonga maybe taking over Bullet Club. I like Cody because he's the best bad guy in professional wrestling. Him and Tommaso Ciampa, actually. Cody, I like the person. I like Cody Rhodes, but the character Cody, I fucking hate him. I want to fucking crack him right in the goddamn face. That's how much I fucking hate him. Kayfabe, not that I would actually do that. I'm just saying, character-wise, I hate his character. Love the person. I don't know if that makes sense to people. There's you know, I could probably we could do a whole show right now on where they're going with the Elite and the Bullet Club and Team Cody, Team Kenny, where they're going with it. I'm thinking maybe this could be something where this is how they usher out Kenny Omega. Maybe he, leaves at the end of his contract. Cody takes over, or maybe the Tongans get tired of everybody's bullshit. They completely turn on the Elite, both camps, and they kick them both out, and they reestablish the Bullet Club as a unified group rather than like this splintered group the way that it is. Does Cody, destroy the Bullet Club from within? Does Kenny reclaim control over the Bullet Club? I mean, there's a million different things that they could do here, and I think this match is probably going to set that up. At least I hope so. Next, we got a 8-man tag team match. You got I guess maybe technically Taguchi Japan, because you've got Risuke Taguchi, Dragon Lee from CMLL. He's awesome, by the way. Kushida and Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on Los Ingobernables de Japón. That's all the healthy members right now. Evil is out with he broke his orbital bone, so he's out right now. And so they're kind of stalling for time. So you're going to have Hiromu Takahashi, Bushi, Sanada, and Tetsuya Naito. I got LIJ in this one, hands down. Now we've got a special match here. It was supposed to be Liger taking on Rey Mysterio. However, Rey Mysterio announced that he's going to be out. He suffered a bicep injury at an independent event. There was some question marks of whether or not he would be able to compete. I think it was like Northwest Wrestling. It was like an indie league, and it's looking like Rey Mysterio's maybe taking some physicals and stuff, trying to get back into WWE. He also recently became like a part owner of Aero Lucha. He's been busy. But obviously he's not able to compete, so they put Will Ospreay in. I don't think this is a bad match. I think it's a great substitute because I like Will Ospreay. Perfect. He's a good high flyer. I think this is going to be a great match. Why not put in your IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion? Put him in there. Hell, I'd say put the belt on the line. Let's really sweeten the pot here. I'm kind of disappointed, but on the other hand, I don't think this is really going to hurt New Japan because they sold out, within 20 minutes, and I don't think this is going to be, oh well, Mysterio's not going to be there. Fuck this. They've already sold it out. They've made their money. But I kind of wish maybe this was Dragon Lee or maybe another luchador from CMLL to kind of make it feel a little bit more special. But then again, I don't think this is a bad call. I don't think it's a bad move. I think it's going to be a great match. I still support it. Maybe it's just a different way of doing it. Ultimately, you know what? Fuck it. I got to go with Ospreay because Ospreay's the champion. I don't think he's going to eat the pin. I would say, if that's the case, I'd just go ahead and just say, okay, look, you know what? I know that, you're expecting Mysterio, and I hate that you had to come all the way out here not to have what, you promised the fans, so let's make it special. You know what? I'll put this championship on the line. Let's give the crowd their money's worth. Boom, there you go. Next, we have another tag team match here. We have Chaos versus Suzuki-gun. You got Chaos represented by Tomohiro Ishii and the IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada taking on New Japan Cup winner Zack Sabre Jr. and IWGP Intercontinental Champion Minoru Suzuki. I'm going to go with Suzuki-gun on this one. I think Zack Sabre Jr. makes Tomohiro Ishii tap out. I think they really want to build up this match at Sakura Genesis. They got to make Sabre look like a fucking legit threat, which, yeah, I think he is. I don't think Okada's ever taken on someone like Zack Sabre Jr. I know technically he might be a cruiserweight, but this guy he's the best technical wrestler I've seen in the sense that he's most entertaining to watch, him and Suzuki, because they can take just simple rest holds like arm bars, knee bars, chin locks, and just make it look like they're fucking murdering you. And Zack Sabre Jr., it's constantly fluid motion. He's got this. Well, then you try to move over here the other way. Now he's got another limb. And then you move over. Now he's got you in a more painful hold. It's entertaining to watch. It's hypnotic almost. And plus, I'm glad to see Okada on this side of the Pacific. Next, we got for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship, you got Jay White defending against Hangman Page. I'm going Jay White all the way on this one. I want an American to win, and maybe this is crazy here. I want an actual American to win the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. So far, they put it on a Canadian and a New Zealander. I actually kind of want, if this thing fizzles out with Robinson, I actually want Robinson to win the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. I think that would be a great first title reign for him, singles championship, that is. And then you get to the main event. It's a special tag match. You have the Young Bucks versus the Golden Lovers. This is what sold the entire event. The Young Bucks moving up to the heavyweight division. You got Ibushi, Omega reuniting after several years apart. Best friends in real life. This is going to be a barn burner. I think there's going to be some shit after the match, setting up Sakura Genesis and seeing where they're going with this. You're going to set up Omega versus Cody at Ring of Honor. There's just a ton of stuff going on. So I got to go with the Golden Lovers. I'm going to go with the Golden Lovers. I'm actually to see. I think when it comes down to it, I think we're going to see like with having Omega and Cody tying it up in Ring of Honor. I think the next logical step would probably be maybe a 6-man tag. You're going to have the Elite, Omega and the Bucks versus Cody, Skrull, and Paige. Maybe that's going to be the main event at All In. I don't know. But that's just, I mean, that's a million different guesses here. I don't think any of them are necessarily wrong. So I think that's where they're going with this. All right, so that's the card there. So it looks like to be a good one. Check out Wrestling Rantin'. He's the one gonna be there. So hopefully he takes a lot of pictures. One thing I want to bring up here, this past Monday, Roman Reigns cracked a quote-unquote U.S. Marshal in this beatdown. Actually, turns out I knew the guy. That's independent wrestler Christopher Hayden. He's been a long-time wrestler for, about a fucking decade now out in the Dallas area. He's a pretty popular guy out there. When I met him back in 2007, he was just starting out, relatively just starting out. I didn't get to interact with him a whole lot, but the brief interaction I had with him, he was a super nice guy. He tweeted on there, it's like, oh, first day on the job, and I got my jaw dislocated. I quit. And so the dirt sheet started reporting, oh, this guy legitly hurt, U.S. Marshal legitly hurt. And then and I actually follow Christopher Hayden on his Facebook. And I followed him for about a decade now. He posted a video where he just yawns and most of his jaw around. I said, oh, I shouldn't have recorded that. So now he's actually fine. So I wanted to give props to Christopher Hayden. I think it's well deserved that he's popping up on the national scene, even if it's just a minor role like that. I think it's well deserved. I also want to give a shout out to the Mind of Wrestling, JT LaMotta. He's making his return to professional wrestling after he retired. He was having some it was some spinal issues or whatever, but for whatever reason, he got that itch again, and he's been back in the ring. He's taken on the Outlaw Randy Wayne. I think it's Dallas Championship Wrestling. So I wanted to give him a big shout out. Check them out. Check him out. He's like a super good guy. I actually got to hang out with him for a little bit. Just a behind the scenes class act. Oh, in the ring, he's a fucking dick. He's the Mind of Wrestling. He's a cocky little prick, but damn it, I wouldn't have him any other way. So definitely wish him the best of luck. Let's see. Other news going on here. It looks like Hulk Hogan is in talks to return to the WWE. It's looking like he's set to appear at the premiere of WWE and HBO's the Andre the Giant documentary. And that'll be his first appearance with WWE since he got fired in 2015 after that little tape that Bubba the Lone Sponge recorded that went out. It's going to appear in Los Angeles. Let's see, I think this upcoming Thursday, which that would be the 29th. Talked about his life, his wrestling career. So it's good to see Hogan come back. Or maybe you're pissed off because he said some pretty he dropped an N-bomb. You can't really do that these days because that's not cool. That's not cool these days or ever. So don't ever do that. Ever. Don't ever drop N-bombs or any racial slurs for that matter. Excited about him coming back or not? Let's see here. Southpaw Regional Wrestling, which we've all seen on YouTube. It's great. They actually won an award for a comedy series at the Synopsis Short Form Video Festival and Conference. They won the award for series over 5 minutes, and they placed third in the category of brand content or content marketing in the sports category. Congratulations to them. I like the first season of that. I'm hoping they make more. I kind of like seeing, like, especially like the lesser known guys getting out there and having some fun. The Ascension, Tyler Breeze. I like Rusev playing the All-American Farmer. Just little bitty stuff like that I absolutely love. Let's see. AJ Styles, apparently suffering from a leg injury. He is supposed to make a return to house shows, so apparently his leg injury may not be as bad as first thought. Looking like Big Cass may be cleared to come after Mania. Same thing with Samoa Joe. In fact, Roman Reigns may be working a program with Samoa Joe when he returns. Of course, that could change at any point, so definitely want to wish those guys the best of luck, and hopefully they can get that payday in there. Let's see. I think that may actually cover everything here that we can really talk about. It's and of course, this is what I came on to talk about here is Daniel Bryan, man, being cleared to return. If you look on the videos here, Dave Coco made a big deal out of it, which he should. So I'm just going to ask some questions here because I was hoping to ask Dave Coco this, but I don't. But as I said, Dave Coco's under the weather, so I'm going to ask you guys these questions. Is one, I honestly know you think it's a good idea, but do you think it's really smart? Somebody who suffered, he was losing strength in an arm. I think he may have suffered like a I don't want to say epileptic seizure, but a partial seizure because of these injuries. Do you think it's smart to put somebody like that with showing those signs, that to put them back in the ring and maybe risk I know he's healthy. He was cleared by multiple specialists, and I'm really am happy for him. But you worry that maybe that one bad bump, that one shot to the head could just boom undo all the progress he's made and undo it. Two, do you think the only reason he got cleared is because he made it clear? Daniel Bryan made it clear that he was going to wrestle again, and it was either going to be for the WWE or it was going to be for Ring of Honor. It was going to be for New Japan. It was going to be, hell, it might have been, for Impact. It could have been, it was going to wrestle again. It was just going to be in a WWE ring or it's going to be somewhere else. So do you think with that threat, that's the only reason that they went ahead and cleared him? Because it's either, well, we know he's going, so we can either let him back in the ring and maybe we can get him re-signed, renew his contract and keep him with us, or we're going to have him run off and just go make money for other people. Because, do you think maybe that played a role in the decision? Because I'm thinking if he hadn't said that I'm going to go somewhere else and there was nowhere else that he could be booked, I'm thinking maybe they would have kept him on the shelf. But I'm just saying, do you think him threatening to go somewhere else and ply his trade was a factor in him being able to come back? That's a couple of. So those are the two questions I actually want to ask there. All right, let's take a look here. Zach Rowe, by the way, I'm going to give you a shout out, man, for running. All right, let's see. Has he seen multiple specialists? He's had the all clears. He's had a couple of years off, and now he's had time to heal. I think if he paces himself and takes his time, he'll be fine. I agree, because he said he would change up his style. So I'm saying, safety's the key. And I'm not saying this to be a prick or anything. I'm just asking questions because, I just don't want it to be a complete total love fest. I want to challenge what people think, and I want people to, why you believe what you believe. I agree with you. I think if a bunch of, you have not just one specialist, but a team of specialists and WWE's own doctors going, okay, this guy's clear. He's good. He's got good brain function. There's no abnormality. Everything's okay. Jesus Christ, let's pretend I can fucking talk today. I think it's okay. But you also got to bring up that question. Well, what if he takes that bad bump? What if that undoes everything? What if something, gives him a fucking stroke and he's paralyzed on one side of his body, or, something like that happens? Are you going to, is it really worth, this fight? Or was money the issue? Is the money the real reason he got cleared? Because either he can make money for the WWE or he's going to go make money for somebody else. And to keep, is this what they were going to do to keep him tied to a contract? The world may never know. But all right, kids. All right, that's going to do it for me here. Let's see. Hopefully next week, Dave Coco will be back. He'll be up and at him. His girlfriend gave him some medication and some soup, so he's on the mend. saying the boom just went bang, and I am